good evening, Facebook, good evening, Instagram. Hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Want to give people a few moments to join, so just bear with me for a minute. Thank you to everyone who has been viewing these lives and engaging and sharing comments and questions. Really appreciate your participation, your input, your engagement. Truly, truly grateful. So for those who are new to me or unfamiliar with me, my name is Candace Washington, also known as the Client Curator, because I help entrepreneurs increase their revenue by improving their customer and client retention. And if you are watching this on the replay, please go ahead and drop replay in the comments for me. Want to be sure that I come back and thank you. And for everyone who is unaware, we have been going live every single day this month to talk about various topics related to customer experience and customer retention, improving your customer experience and retention, and increasing your revenue through retention. And really, really grateful for those who have been engaging. Got about 8 more days to go, and we will have completed 31 days of going live every single day. Whew, it's been a time, I tell you that. So today what we're going to be talking about is how you can tell there's a problem with your customer experience. And so just going to share a few nuggets with you. The first thing, or the first way that you can tell, is that if you're getting more negative reviews or negative feedback than you're getting positive reviews or feedback, then there's something going on with your experience. And that would warrant you trying to figure out and determine where there are holes and where you are missing some opportunity to really deliver a great and exceptional experience to your customers. So if you're getting more negative feedback or more negative reviews than you're getting positive feedback and reviews, that's an indication that something's going wrong. Hey, Di, thank you for jumping on. Yes, lady. I'm all glammed up from this photo shoot earlier today. So that's something big. We got some big things coming in 2020. So I'm trying to get ready. So yes, there's a lot of glam going on today that you have not seen all month. So thank you so much, Di. Okay, so back to the topic. First thing is, if you're getting more negative reviews and feedback, that's an indication that something's wrong with your customer experience. If you have low retention rates, and so we talked about retention and how to calculate your retention percentage. We talked about that a couple of days ago, and so go back to that live if you need help trying to figure out what your retention percentage and your retention rates are. But if it's low, which if it's below 5 to 7%, and we talked about that again a couple of days ago, if it's below 5 to 7%, then there's something going on with your customer experience that you really need to look at and figure out what's wrong and how you can fix it and improve upon it. And then if you have low engagement, especially for service providers, if you have courses that you're offering, if you have programs that you offer and your clients just are not engaged and are not really participating in the things that you have in your program, they're not really sharing, they're not doing the work, that could be an indication that something is going awry in your customer experience. So those are 3 things to look at when it comes to the customer aspect. But sometimes looking at your customer experience and what's going wrong warrants you looking in the mirror. Sometimes it's not the customer. Sometimes it's you and what you have going on in your business. If you have a jerky process and you've got, you know, your clients and customers are going to different places for different things. And again, we talked about that in prior days. If they've got, so if you're using so many platforms that your clients have to go to one website for this and one platform for that and one something else for something else, then that's an indication that your customer experience probably isn't the best on the end of the customer or the client. If you're having to send If your clients are having to send multiple emails and reach out to you multiple times to get information from you, that's an indication that your customer experience isn't up to par. Your clients and your customers should never have to ask for things from you multiple times. And so if you don't have systems in place or the bandwidth to be able to handle those comments and questions and that outreach from your clients and customers, then that's an indication that something's missing in your customer experience. If your customers are asking for things that they shouldn't have to ask for, that's an indication that your customer experience needs some work. If they're asking for contracts, if they're asking for invoices, Now, I don't know who forgets to send invoices, because I know nobody likes missing payments. And so, I'm sure that a lot of businesses are on top of sending their invoices, but I have done work with some companies and businesses that never invoiced me. And I'm like, okay, well, I just won't pay you until I get that invoice. I mean, obviously, I'm an honest person, so I still pay, but I always have to ask for the invoice first, because I need that for my records. And so if they're having to ask for invoices, if they're having to ask for feedback, again, this is more geared towards my service providers. If you have a course that you're offering and they are submitting work and submitting things for your review and for your feedback, and they're having to ask you, hey, did you receive it? What are your thoughts on it? So on and so forth, then that's an indication that your customer experience needs some work. And then if your customers and clients are having to ask you for things multiple times, I've been in situations where I've had to ask people for things multiple times, and I would send an email and they would respond and give me half the answers, but the other half of the questions that I asked were still unanswered, and I had to email multiple times trying to get everything that I needed from that business. And so if your clients and customers are experiencing that, that is another indication that your customer experience is not up to par. So I hope this information was helpful. I'll go back and recap on the customer and client end. If you're getting more negative feedback than positive feedback and reviews, customer experience needs some work. If you have low retention rates, below 5 to 7% on the year, I should have said that at the first time, on the year. If your annual retention rate is below 5 to 7%, your customer experience needs some work. And then if your clients are just not engaged and not continuing to be a part of your community, then that's an indication that your customer experience needs some work. And then on the flip side of that, things that you might be doing, if your process is jerky and people are having to reach out to you multiple times to get the things that they need, if your customers are asking for things that they shouldn't have to ask for, like contracts and invoices and feedback, and then if they're asking for things multiple times, it's bad enough that they have to ask you for some things, but if they're having to ask multiple times, that's just insult to injury. And so those are the things that you want to look at when you are evaluating your customer experience and seeing where there's opportunity for improvement. I hope this information was helpful. I really invite you to book a free discovery call with me. You can do that. I put the link in the description above so that we can talk with you and see if our Signature Client Curator program would be a good fit to help your business improve your customer service and your customer experience and begin to retain more clients than you currently are. As we're going into 2020, want to make sure that we're firing on all cylinders. As I mentioned in yesterday's live, coming in 2020, customer experience is going to be the key brand differentiator. So people are looking for experience, the experience that they have doing business with your company, more than they're looking at the price and more than they're looking at the product and the service. So customer experience really is that important. It really is that crucial to the success of your business. So want to make sure that you're firing on all cylinders, not leaving any money on the table, because every customer you lose is money that you've lost. So please feel free to book a free discovery call. Again, the link is in the description above. If you have any comments or questions, please be sure to post those in the comment section. I will be sure to come back and respond to those. Hope this content was valuable for you. Hope the whole month has been valuable to you. Thank you to those who have been tuning in and who have been engaged. Drop any comments. I think I said this already. Any comments or questions in the comment section, I'll be sure to come back and respond to those. We'll be back tomorrow with another topic. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful remainder of your day. Be blessed. And as always, remember to treat people well. See you guys later.